Hi everyone, we're going to do some strength training to help while we're in lockdown here. So first up, we're going to have a bit of a combo of swim cords and lower leg strength with a little bit of core in between. So we've got some swim cords set up. Ideally have them set reasonably high, and I like to have a little bit of a crossover on the cords. We've got the ones with the hand paddles on. If you've got your hand in the right place, you shouldn't need to put your finger through any bungees, because your fingers are always pointing down. Alright, so first up we're going to do some single arms. So we just want a light tension on the cords. Just keep your feet at least shoulder width apart, squat down a little bit, look up to where the cords are connected, and keep your lower back nice and flat. Suck your belly button in to engage your core, and we're just going to go one arm at a time, trying to keep your elbow nice and high, always controlled as you return back. And as we go through, we're slowly getting a little bit quicker. And then once you've done your 20 single arms, have a little bit of a rest. So between each lot of exercises, we want around about 45 seconds rest. So your breathing should have recovered. If you're a little bit out of breath, take a little bit more rest. Our second exercise is double arm pulls. So we want a little bit heavier load on the cords, so you take a bit bigger step back. Again, setting your back nice and flat, looking up at the cords, and hands start at shoulder width apart, elbows nice and high, which we want to focus on all the way through. And you're going to do both arms going back together, controlled coming forward, strong going back. Hands just brushing your hips as they go back, and not going up too high at the back. Arms are straight at the back end, but not locked out elbows. Alright, once we've done our first set, so we're aiming for 2 times 8, we're just going to have a little bit of a breather. So I try and take 3 nice deep breaths in between, so we want sort of around about 10 seconds rest, and then we're going to go again. Alright, that's our swim cords. A little bit of a rest, and now we're going to go into squats. If you've got a little bit of a weight, you don't need a heavy weight. So we're just going with the medicine ball today. So we want a nice wide stance with your feet, a little bit wider than shoulder width, and toes slightly out. So we're going to go down nice and deep, a little pause at the bottom, and come back up. Around 10 to 12 of those. Again, a little bit of a rest, and then we're going to go on to a little bit of core. So down for a bit of planking. Now if you need a little bit of variation, because this is too easy for you, try taking one foot just off the ground. Hold that for 5 to 10 seconds, bring it back down, and then the other foot. So we're aiming for between 30 and 50 seconds each time we go through the set. And a little bit of a rest. Alright, so next we're going to go one leg calf raises. So if you've got a little something to put your foot on, a little bit higher off the ground, so we've got a little bit of 4x2 there. Just rest your foot on there, use the wall for balance, drop your heel down as low as it will go, come up nice and strong, slow and controlled on the way down. Right, so if you've got a bit of hand weight, use that. Body weight is fine. If your calves aren't very strong, you can use 2 legs to begin with, but somewhere between 8 and 12 reps. Alright, and our last exercise for this set is face up dish. So lying back down, hands by your side, and then you're going to lift your head, shoulders and feet just off the ground. Keep your hands free so you can give them a little pump at the side, or just leave them holding, but just leave them off the ground. So aiming for somewhere between 10 and 20 seconds, 15 to 20 seconds once you've done it a few times should be fine, and then have a bit of a rest. So again, we're aiming for around 10 seconds rest, because we're going to go 2 times 15 to 20 seconds. And then up, and then if you need a bit of variation, a controlled flutter kick or crossover. And that's our strength session for today. So aim to go through that set 3 times. If you haven't done much strength training, maybe twice for your first time. 3 for most people. If you've done a lot of strength training and need a little bit of something to let off steam, you can go through that 4 times. Thanks.